Welcome to part 2 of our asparagus container video. We're going to learn a little bit more about the care of our asparagus in the containers today. Well, our asparagus has been growing for 3 weeks now, and it's really doing pretty good in the containers. And so today I want to show you a couple of other steps you need to take to care for your containers. And first of all, let's take a look at where we're at with the growth. You can see the ferns have emerged and they're beginning to get kind of tall, and they're starting to look pretty good. First thing I want to do is I want to add some soil. Remember, the soil level has compressed itself with rain and this irrigation system, and with time the soil level dropped just a little bit. So at this point, what you want to do is you want to level that soil back up. So I used the same soil that I planted them with. I just want to protect the roots, and I'll do them all just like that, and that's good. The next thing you want to do is, what I did is I put some batten boards in here. These are all the way down to the bottom of the container, and I put some little roofing nails in here about 14 inches apart, and I'm using this binder twine, and I wrap and captured the ferns very loosely. See, they can still move, and they're not lashed against the board at all. All I'm trying to do is give them just a little bit of help, so when the wind blows them around, it don't snap them off. And this keeps them upright and keeps them with a little bit of protection from the wind in the days ahead. Look down. Okay, I got the asparagus soil levels raised up just a little bit, and they're good for several more months. So I'm going to let them sit the rest of the summer, and we'll come back at the end of the summer, and I'll show you the next step and what we need to do to our asparagus to prepare it for winter so it can winter over. So I'll see you in a couple of months. Okay. Well, the asparagus has been going for 11 weeks, and they're looking really pretty. I like the way the ferns look. So pan around and take a look at the ferns. Keep an eye on your ferns the rest of the summer and see how I'm tying them up. You want to keep tying them up whenever you need to. Whenever you see them laying over, go support them and give them a little help so the wind's not really just tearing them down to the ground. Try to support them on these stakes the best you can until we get through all the way out until the fall, when we come back and we'll do a a preparation for winter for these things. So we'll see you back in a little while. Okay, the heat of the summer has arrived, and it's starting to get pretty hot on the top of these roots on our asparagus. So today is another thing I want you to do on your asparagus plants is you want to cover the top of them with a mulch, and I use this easy straw seedling mulch. This is real easy to work with. It's all shredded up. It goes on easy and spreads easy. And what this does is two things. One thing is it protects those roots from being just baked by the sun. And the other thing is it puts a layer of mulch on there that helps to retain some of the water, because remember, really what we're trying to grow here is the roots. So everything we can do to protect the roots we want to do. So let me show you how to put it on. There's really not anything to it. This stuff is so easy to use. You just put a couple of handfuls in, and you see how I'm about 1.5 inches away from the top of the container. So what you end up with is about 1.5 inch layer of this mulch. That's just right. That gets it nice and protected, keeps the water, retains the moisture so it doesn't evaporate so easy, and it protects the roots. We'll be back in several weeks from now. It'll be getting fall, and we'll show you what to do with the plants at the end of the season. So we'll see you back in a few weeks. Hey y'all, I wanted to show you a little trick for the asparagus for all you seed savers, all you guys like to start things from seed and save your seed. Come up close and take a look at this asparagus. You see these little red seeds, these little berries growing on here? These will turn real red, and when they get red, and you take them off, put them in a pie pan, and just save them up in a cool, dark place, like on top of the refrigerator or somewhere like that, where it's kind of a little bit on the warm side. But let them stay there, and they'll dry out. And when they do, then you can take the seeds and rub them like this, and the seeds will come right out, and you can save the seeds. One thing I wanted to point out, if you have children and small children around and you're growing asparagus, that these little beans on here, these little seeds, are poisonous to humans. So watch your children around them. Don't let them put them in their mouth. You know how youngins always, little babies, they like to stick things right in their mouth. Don't let them get these in their mouth. They make them terribly, terribly sick. And you too, when you're handling them, don't be eating or anything. Wash your hands thoroughly after you handle these things. So we'll be back here in a few weeks, and we'll prepare these for the winter. See you later. Well, we just passed Thanksgiving, and it's starting to get cold up here, and winter's coming. And I wanted to talk to you about your asparagus ferns on what to do with them. This time of the year, if you look at these trees right here, you can see how all the leaves have already fallen out of one, and the other tree has turned completely gold, and it's still falling as well, which tells me the sap's coming down. And when the sap's coming down, that's when you want to pay attention to your asparagus ferns. As you can see, my asparagus ferns turned a gold and yellow. They were beautiful, and they're even starting to die back and turn to look like they're dead. See, so they were beautiful a couple of weeks ago, but now they're even starting to go even more dormant. So when they're at this point, this is where I want to winterize these asparagus roots, so I can prepare them for the winter and protect them from the winter. And the first thing I did is I came out and I cut off all my strings that were tying all my asparagus ferns up to my stakes that kept the wind from tearing them up all summer. So now that I got all those off, the next step I'm going to do is I come down to the asparagus right down to the soil level. I pull back see how I come up close where you see it. You pull back the mulch that you have in here a little bit, and you want to cut that right down as deep as you can get it, right down there to the soil level. Let's see how I got that. And you remove those ferns. And what we have now is the asparagus crowns are still under here, and they're getting ready for winter. And I'll do this to all the pots. So let me get all the pots cut and I'll be right back with you. Okay, I got all the ferns cut down to the soil level, and the next step is I want to take this shredded straw that I always use. You've always seen me use this right here, the EZ straw, shredded straw. All I'm going to do is top off the top of this just a little bit, so it's got a little bit of fresh mulch on there to last it through the freezes to help protect those roots a little bit. So let me get this on the top. Okay, we got them all tucked in, ready for the winter, and you'll see in the spring those asparagus spears will shoot right up through that mulch. You don't have to do anything else to it, and we'll come back in the spring and we'll harvest some of these. Remember, these crowns were 2 years old, 2-year-old crowns when we planted them. They've grown a whole year. That makes them 3 years. So they should be ready to start harvesting a little bit of this in the spring. So we'll be back then. So until we see you next time, we thank you for watching, and we ask you, if you like our channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We like for you to be a part of our YouTube family. You can also follow us on Facebook, Hollis and Nancy's Homestead. If you want to follow us on that social media as well, we'd love to have you. So until we see you next time, always remember, by His hands we are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Amen.
Have a blessed day. Thanks for watching our videos. We really love making them. If you like our videos, please like our Facebook page to get the latest tips and tricks. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to get the newest video. Like it, it would really inspire and encourage us. But most importantly, share it to encourage others. We'll welcome your comments and questions. Thank you. Have a blessed day.